Hello guys. Good day. In this video, you can see detail overhauling of slide type fuel valve. After then, you are going to see how pressure testing is carried out, step by step. Before disassemble slide type fuel injector, needs to measure protruding part of nozzle and record it. To prevent deep scratches on valve holder, need to retain valve in bench vise with soft jaws. As first, loosen and remove 2 socket head cap screws with Allen wrench. Pull out valve head of injector. Now, can see valve head of slide type fuel injector. Pull out non-return valve from holder. This is non-return valve and pressure adjusting discs. After then, pull out spring from valve holder. Tilt valve holder and remove spring guide. Slightly press tip of fuel nozzle and remove spindle guide with nozzle. Now, can see spindle guide with fuel nozzle. This is fuel valve holder. Let's see how to overhaul spindle guide of slide type fuel valve. As first, hold spindle guide in bench vise with soft jaws. Strike shoulder of spindle guide by using mandrel and hammer. Now, you can pull out thrust piece and spindle from guide. These are spindle guide, thrust piece and spindle. Okay, let's see how to pull out nozzle from spindle guide. As first, mount pulling tool around nozzle. After then, turn nut to pull out nozzle. Now, nozzle separates from spindle guide. Clear passage of spray holes by special drill. And then, clean central bore of nozzle by using suitable nylon brush. Let's reassemble, after cleaning parts of spindle guide assembly. As first, put cutoff slide into spindle guide. After then, put thrust piece. Strike at the end of thrust piece with soft hammer. Ensure back and forth movement of cutoff slide. Cutoff slide must have a slight lateral movement. After then, mount nozzle on spindle guide. Upside down spindle guide and press tip of nozzle and drill jack. Confirm clicking sound of spindle guide by shaking forth and back. Let's see how to overhaul non-return valve of slide type fuel valve. As first, mount dismantling flange on non-return valve. Place non-return valve in vise with soft jaws. Strike dismantling flange with drift and hammer. Pull out spring and vent slide from housing of non-return valve. Remove thrust piece from vise. Clean well all parts of non-return valve before reassemble. As first, insert vent slide. And then, insert spring. Align thrust piece on non-return valve housing. Place drift over thrust piece and press until good contact gets between thrust piece and valve body. Before reassemble fuel valve, grinding should be done. As first, let's see how to grind valve head. Wash all parts in gas oil after grinding has done. And then, clean parts by using compressed air. As second, let's see how to carry out grinding of non-return valve. Maker allows manual and grinding of parts. Let's grind outside of valve holder by using grinding mandrel that supplies by maker. Now, grinding outside of fuel valve holder. After then, need to grind inside of valve holder. Now, starts grinding inside of valve holder by using mandrel. Clean all parts of valve holder thoroughly. During grinding parts of fuel valve, maker recommends to use fine grain abrasive, number 500 to be used. Let's reassemble slide type fuel injector. This video is based on slide type fuel injector that is fitted at 6S50 MEB 9.5 engine. Maker is Mitsui, MAN-B&W. As first, mount spring guide on spindle guide. And then, put spindle guide into valve holder. Ensure engagement of spindle guide with guide pin that is inside of valve holder. Mount spring over spring guide. And then, fit required discs on non-return valve. Insert non-return valve with discs into valve holder. Lubricate valve head with molybdenum disulfide. And then, mount valve head on holder. Retain valve holder in vise by using soft jaws. And then, tighten 2 head screws with recommended torque. Make sure guide pin between holder and valve head is intact. As last, measure length of protruding part of fuel nozzle, again. Compare result with previous measurement. Let's carry out various pressure testing of fuel injector. Please subscribe channel and turn notification bell for update contents. As first, place slide type fuel valve into holder of test ring. And then, secure fuel valve by spring housings and nuts. Tighten nuts until top faces of pressure disc is flushed. And then, mount high-pressure hose on valve head and tighten. Mount drain hose to fuel valve holder. Firstly, needs flushing before carrying out pressure tests. Open air valve to test pump. Set air pressure to about 0.1 megapascal. After then, operates lever by pushing and pulling, repeatedly. Air mixed oil will flow out from drain hole. Let's do fuel valve opening pressure test. Set air pressure to 0.6 megapascal. And then, increase air pressure by pulling lever. At the same time, check opening pressure on pressure gauge. Maker of this fuel valve is Mitsui, MAN-B&W. Model of engine is 6S50 MEB 9.5. Let's carry out seal and sliding function test. Set air pressure to about 0.1 megapascal. Adjust regulator until 8 to 10 megapascal below opening pressure, while handle is operating. At that time, check nozzle of fuel valve. Oil must not leak from nozzle holes. Pressure will drop slowly to about 1.5 megapascal and drops quickly to 0 megapascal. Let's see how to carry out O-ring sealing test. As first, remove drain hose from fuel valve. Operate lever until oil flow out from drain. Close leak oil outlet with gasket and plug. And then, increase hydraulic pressure to 10 megapascal. Check oil leak or not from O-ring part. If leakage occurs around O-ring part, need to replace O-ring. Set regulator to 0 and loosen drain plug. Disconnect high pressure pipe from valve head. After then, loose nuts on spring housings. Remove nuts together with spring housings. Lift out fuel valve from test ring. Thanks for giving your precious time. Please don't forget like and subscribe channel for more videos. See you in next videos.